Coming up next, it's Roy Lee Simpson against Clarence "Bones" Adams. Adams, 16 years of age, undefeated as a professional. A young man who at 7.5 was on That's Incredible and was also documented in Sport magazine. He has been an unbelievable story in boxing. He started at age 5. By 7.5, he was already 25-0.
Well, you know, again, Bruce, I think that's a little too early to start a kid in boxing. He's 16, but maybe boxing-wise, he's 25 or 26. But his body still hasn't caught up with his knowledge. And I just don't like to see kids this young being moved this way.
Well, as an amateur, he had 172 bouts, and now as a pro, 13 already, and he is 16.
Well, that is certainly remarkable. There's no question about that. And he is a talented fighter. We've seen him before. Now, Roy Lee Simpson's, his record is not that good. It's 4-3, but he has 3 knockouts. So apparently he can punch a little bit. And
if there's one thing that the Bones Adams camp is concerned about at this point of his development, is the lack of pure power.
Well, that's the thing. He has to let the body catch up with the rest of them. And that's what I keep saying. And he's spotting these guys' maturity, which is a big thing.
For the introduction of the fighters, here's ring announcer Jack Nathans.
This is in the bantamweight division. This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds. Your referee for this bout is Mr. Harry Hitopoulos. Introducing the principals. First of all, in the blue corner, wearing black trunks, weighing in at 123 pounds, with a professional record of 11 wins, no losses, 1 by draw, 5 by knockout, from Carmi, Illinois, make welcome Clarence "Bones" Adams. And his opponent in the red corner, wearing blue trunks, weighing in at 121 pounds. He's from Shelby, North Carolina. He brings with him a professional record of 4 wins, 3 losses, 3 by knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Roy Lee Simpson.
So just to once again clarify the rules of the South Carolina State Athletic Commission, scoring is done on a 10-point must system. Standing 8 count is in effect. 3 knockdown rule is not in effect. The ringside physician has the authority to stop the fight. A fighter cannot be saved by the bell except in the last round. Plus, still, we've got to point out the unintentional headbutt rule. If a boxer is disabled in the first or second round because of an accidental butt, the contest will be declared a technical draw. In most other states, you have to go through half the number of rounds before there's such a thing as a decision.
Well, they go into the scorecards very early in this state. The 3rd round, they go to the scorecards, which I think I just don't like that idea at all.
And the other thing we have to point out, which is different about South Carolina, the mouthpiece rule. If the boxer loses his mouthpiece, the referee will stop the fight and replace it. If he loses it a second time, the fighter loses a point. And from there, after, anytime he loses the mouthpiece, he loses a point. Very, very tough rule. Bones Adams landing a solid right.
Beautiful combinations by Adams. Just got nailed with a left hook himself, though.
Bones Adams, 3 inches smaller than Roy Lee Simpson and 11 years younger. Adams staggered Roy Lee Simpson. Good combination by Bones.
Fighting like a whirlwind, Bruce.
Simpson's got in a couple of good punches, too, but he's taking a lot more.
Now Adams stepped back to collect himself. Opening flow, he almost got Simpson out of there.
Simpson trying to take advantage of his strength, pushing Adams into the ropes there. Now Bones goes back to boxing after he came out as a slugger.
Well, that was probably the strategy from the corner. Try to get this guy out right away. Catch him cold. He sees that Simpson's still standing. Now he's going to go back to his boxing.
And there he goes again. Combination.
Those combinations, Bruce, are beautiful when he throws them. You can see that he's been in the ring all these years.
A minute to go in this first round. It's scheduled for 8. Adams in the black trunks. Bones with a big right hand and a good left hook. And referee Harry Hitopoulos with a standing 8 count given to Roy Lee Simpson.
Well, he stepped in right at the exact moment that he should have stepped in, because Adams was about to finish Simpson off.
Still a lot of time left.
That is the purpose. You know, I'm against this standing 8 count rule. I think if a fighter can't defend himself, the other guy should be able to take him out of there. It seems to me it has a fighter take more punishment than if they stop the fight early. Let the guy get him out of there.
Big first round for Bones Adams. Now he pops the jab. Clarence Bones Adams came out like a house of fire in that first round, Gil.
He certainly did. Again, that must have been the strategy from the corner. Try to overwhelm Simpson and get him right out of there, and he almost did it. But he certainly has Simpson's respect right now.
Set everything up. Set it up nice and easy like you're supposed to. You're trying to put him away too quick, okay? Remember, set it up. You're getting too panicky. You're just trying to knock the guy out. Okay, use your combination. Set up for the jab. Hook to the body. And then bring that double hook up to the head, okay? Remember, down, jab, double hook. But don't be no wrestling match with it.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's Joel Brown, our beautiful ring partner.
Okay, everything's good. Just don't get excited.
Gil, interesting words from Clarence Adams Sr., who is the dad of Bones Adams, talking about perhaps pacing himself a bit.
Well, he said he tried to get him out of there a little too soon, so I guess it was Bones Adams' idea to do that. And it was effective, Bruce.
Very calm thoughts in the corner, though.
Well, you know, the kid has a lot of experience, but the father also has a lot of experience. You have to remember, he's been working with this kid all these years.
Round 2 scheduled for 8. Bones Adams in the black trunks. Roy Lee Simpson in the blue trunks. Adams from Carmi, Illinois. Left hook that he just dug into the body.
One thing he does is put those punches together. He finishes up with that left hand.
Simpson with a right hand. And Roy Lee Simpson looks like he's trying to put together not big punches, but just one. Not a combination. Another good punch by Simpson, this time to left. Simpson's starting to box a little bit.
Simpson's going to have to nail him with that one big punch. He's not going to outbox Bones Adams, and I doubt if he can outpunch him. His only chance is to catch Adams throwing one of those right-hand uppercuts. Occasionally, Adams leaves himself wide open. Not often, but every once in a while.
Inside a minute in the second round. Simpson born in Brooklyn, but living now in Charlotte.
I knew he was a tough kid. Bruce, you could just see it.
Adams backing Simpson up. Bones likes that left hook.
Left hook to the body was just a beautiful punch. He set it up beautifully, and he got nailed by a good left hook himself. This Simpson is a tough kid.
Oh, big punch by Adams. 15 seconds to go in the round. Welcome back to the King Street Palace in Charleston, South Carolina. I'm Bruce Beck. Along with me, Gil Clancy. Bones Adams with a couple of good opening rounds, but Gil, he has taken some punches.
Yes, he has. And again, Simpson's going to have to land a big punch to get him back in this fight. Adams is just too fast. And there's that beautiful left hook by Adams again.
Round 3 scheduled for 8.
Seems funny to say that a 16-year-old kid is more experienced than the guy he's fighting, but you can see he's the experienced guy in there.
And it's amazing to think that he's giving away 11 years and the elder of the fighters is only 27. Nice little move there by Adams.
Oh, he makes